What if I told you there's a 4-seat sports car that revs to 9,000 RPM, handles like a Porsche, and costs less than a used Corolla? Oh, and it doesn't have pistons. The Mazda RX-8 is automotive rebellion on 4 wheels. While everyone else was shoving bigger pistons into their sports cars, Mazda said, "Forget pistons," and dropped in a 1.3-liter rotary that makes 232 horsepower. That's 178 horses per liter. Absolutely insane. Today, we're diving deep into why this rotary-powered oddball might be the best performance bargain on the planet, what mods actually work, and exactly how much it'll cost to build one properly. Let's talk about that legendary Renesis engine. This twin-rotor screamer spins all the way to 8,500 RPM with fuel cut at 9,000. In manual form, you're looking at 232 to 238 horsepower at 8,200 RPM and a 159 pound-feet of torque at 5,500 RPM. Sure, the torque number seems low, but here's the thing. A rotary delivers power like an electric motor, completely linear and smooth. Mazda even had to install a buzzer near redline because the engine spins so smoothly you might not realize you're bouncing off the limiter. 0 to 60 happens in 5.9 to 6.3 seconds, quarter mile in the mid-14s. But straight line speed isn't the point. The real magic is in the chassis. Perfect 50-50 weight distribution, double wishbone front suspension, multi-link rear, and just 3,050 pounds for the manual. Mazda achieved 30,000 Newton-meters per degree of torsional stiffness. That's supercar territory. Car and Driver called it one of the best handling cars at any price. Now here's what you need to know when shopping. There are 2 main generations, Series 1 from 2004 to 2008, and Series 2 from 2009 to 2012. The facelift cars got bigger LED taillights, revised bumpers, and most importantly, extra oil injection ports in the engine for better reliability. If you want the ultimate factory RX-8, hunt for a 2009 plus R3 model. You get Recaro seats, Bilstein suspension, and gorgeous 19-inch forged BBS wheels. Only came in manual because Mazda knew what enthusiasts wanted. Special editions like the 2005 Shinka with just 1/357 made, or the 2008 40th anniversary are future collectibles. Let's get into modifications, starting with the intake. The AEM cold air intake, part number 21485C, runs about $370 and adds around 7 horsepower. But the Racing Beat Revi intake at $550 is what the serious guys run. Add their Ram air duct for $680 total, and you're pulling cold air straight from the grill. Here's the truth though. Intakes maybe net you 5 to 10 horsepower. What they really do is unlock that rotary sound. Every time you mat the throttle, you'll hear that distinctive brap 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 as it inhales air. Worth every penny for the soundtrack alone. For exhaust, the Racing Beat REV8 dual exhaust is the gold standard. Part number 16396 for pre-facelift cars, about $800. It's refined but lets that rotary sing at high RPM without drone. Want something angrier? The HKS high-power single exit imported from Japan gives you that classic JDM rotary scream. Go full Racing Beat with their header eliminating the primary cat, add a high-flow mid-pipe, and you're looking at 15 wheel horsepower gains. Just remember, rotaries get loud without cats. Like set-off car alarms loud. Budget for a tune too, because the ECU will throw codes without those cats. Here's a critical mod: ignition upgrades. The stock coils are garbage and fail around 30,000 miles. When they go bad, you get misfires that melt your catalytic converter and damage the engine. The Black Halo Racing Ignition Kit for $400 uses GM LS coils and is basically mandatory. Don't forget spark plugs either. You need NGK RE7CL and RE9BT plugs. That's 2 different heat ranges because rotaries use leading and trailing plugs. About $100 for a set, change them every 15 to 20,000 miles. This isn't optional, it's survival. For suspension, BC Racing BR Series coilovers at $995 are the sweet spot. Part number N05BR gives you 30-way damping adjustment and up to 3 inches of drop. Want the best? KW Variant 3s at $2,200 are sublime. But honestly, the BCs get you 90% there for half the price. Wheels and tires transform this car. Stock 18x8s with 225 width tires are fine, but going to 18x9 with 245s or even 255s wakes up the chassis. The NKRP F1 in 18x9 plus 45 offset weighs just 17.5 pounds and fits perfectly. Wrap them in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires and prepare to be amazed. For perfect fitment advice, the guys at threepiece.us are the absolute experts. They'll tell you exactly what offset and width works for your suspension setup and desired look. They can even build you custom three-piece wheels to your exact specs. Seriously, hit up threepiece.us before you order wheels. They've fitted more RX-8s than anyone. Now let's talk power. The old Gretty turbo kit made 260 to 270 wheel horsepower on 6 to 8 psi. Modern kits from RX-8 Performance push 330 to 350 wheel horsepower. But here's the thing. 300 wheel horsepower is the safe limit on a stock Renesis. Push harder, and you're looking at a rebuild every 10 to 15,000 miles. A proper turbo build needs standalone engine management, 750cc injectors, oil cooling upgrades, and you'll want to run premix. That's adding 2-stroke oil to your fuel for extra apex seal lubrication. Budget 5 to 8 grand for a reliable turbo setup. Is it worth it? Absolutely. A 300 wheel horsepower RX-8 is a weapon. Let's address the elephant in the room. Reliability. Yes, the Rotary needs attention. It burns about a quart of oil every 1,000 miles by design. You must check oil at every fill-up. Oil changes every 3,000 miles, not 10,000. And never, ever shut it off cold unless you want to flood it with fuel. Compression is everything. A healthy engine shows 7.5 to 8.5 kilograms per square centimeter. Below 6 and you'll have hot start issues. Many engines need rebuilds between 60 and 100,000 miles. That's 3 to 5 grand at a Rotary specialist. But here's what they don't tell you. Treat it right, and these engines can go 150,000 miles plus. Running costs? Expect 16 to 18 miles per gallon mixed driving. Maybe 13 to 15 if you're having fun. Premium fuel only. Insurance is reasonable, usually cheaper than a 350Z. Tires in 18-inch sizes run 600 to 1,000 per set. But here's the kicker. You can buy a decent RX-8 for 6 to 10 grand, while S2000s are pushing 20 to 30. Speaking of the S2000, yeah, the Honda's more reliable, but it's also a cramped two-seater that'll snap over steer on you. The 350Z? More torque, sure, but it's 300 pounds heavier and handles like it. The RX-8 splits the difference. It's the only one with real back seats, the best steering feel, and that glorious Rotary soundtrack. So what's a proper street build look like? Start with reliability. BHR ignition kit, fresh plugs, premix your fuel. Add an intake and full exhaust for sound and 15 to 20 horsepower. BC Racing coilovers, 18x9 wheels with 245 width tires and a good alignment. Total investment? About $4,500 transforms your RX-8 into something special. Want to go crazy? Add that turbo kit for another 6 grand, upgraded brakes for $2,300, and while you're at it, a lightweight flywheel and clutch for $700. Now you're looking at $13,000 to $15,000 all in for a 300-plus wheel horsepower track weapon that'll embarrass cars costing 3 times as much. Here's why you need to buy one now. The RX-8 is the last mass-produced Rotary sports car. Mazda made 192,000 of them, but good ones are getting rare. Clean, low-mile examples are already climbing in price. Special editions like the R3 and Spirit R? Those are future collectibles, guaranteed. The Mazda RX-8 isn't just a car, it's an experience. Yes, it demands attention and care, but in return, you get a 9,000 RPM similes per hourly, telepathic handling, and genuine 4-seat practicality. You join an exclusive club of enthusiasts who understand that some things are worth the extra effort. In a world going electric and autonomous, The RX-8 represents pure mechanical connection between human and machine. So there you have it, the complete guide to buying and building an RX-8. If this video helped you out, hit subscribe for more deep dives on enthusiast cars. Drop a comment with your RX-8 questions or experiences. And remember, when you're ready for the perfect wheel setup, check out threepiece.us. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some Apex seals to premix for.